Hey guys, how's it going? TCGS Static here with our Spice Cabinet for our 818 event. And there is a lot of spice to go over. So let's go ahead and jump right into this, guys. Alrighty. So here we have our, as usual, deck breakdown plus our archetype breakdown. So y'all can get a good look at this. But I will go over our top 8 and then our top 4 decks with you. So first place was Reaper. It was kind of a weird finals. Um, couple things there, but we won't go into that. Followed by tax control, which I'll tell you what that means in a minute. Followed by like red black Gallantmon, black war Greymon, I don't know. And then Jessmon, then Imperial, Metal Grey X, Alpha, and War Grey X, which actually looks like a BT, 9 top 8. But I'll let y'all get a good look at this. Only the one Reaper again, not showing a whole lot of representation. Shine Greymon coming through. Um, there's a Red Shine Greymon, which is kind of similar but more aggressive. So a lot of interesting stuff here. So getting into these decks, guys. This was our Reaper deck. You've seen it. You've looked at it. We've seen it 100,000 times already. It doesn't really change much. Like this Hornbuster can be or Striker can be a flex with a Pleiades head. The number of blockers changes, but that's really about it. So we won't dwell on that one too long. Getting into second place, this absolute powerhouse of a deck, and it is probably almost impossible to comprehend how good it is without watching it play. But man, watching it play on stream tonight, definitely check out the VOD, was absolutely wild. Um, so first off, a couple hate rookies here: Gazimon, Psychmon, Gatomon, Black Gatomon, solid enough. Now you would assume based off of that start that we are going to do Mastamon things or Jagras things. Well, we are not. You'll notice the next up is a whole bunch of Angelmons to enable Angelmon X Antibody. This card is absolutely nutty if you have not read it. If you have on Digivolve, you give Sec -1, and if you have an Angelmon in Source, because we're not playing an X Antibody option, you get to recover if you have 5 or fewer securities. So we have actually there was a play we saw him make tonight where he was at 3, recovered to 4 with starter deck Angelmon, went into Angelmon X Antibody, and then topped it off with an Ophanimon fall down mode to go back to 6. So absolutely crazy potential, lots of stall potential. Card is just nuts. This card is just nuts. Gives you super good pressure with the Ophanimon. So lots going on here, guys. Um, Level 6s, the 4 Ophanimon. Recovery, pressure. You get the deletion in this almost every time. Um, One Mastermon to help close out games, a Sakuyamon to help against OTK decks if you need it, and then an Avenge Kidmon so you don't deck out. We are playing a good amount of options, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so easy enough to trigger and keep yourself alive. One Death Xmon, super good value. Moving into options, we have 2 Calling, 3 Flamehouse Scythe, 2 Win Rate, and 4 Chaos Degrade. Combination of this Flamehouse Scythe plus this Angelmon out of security is absolutely nuts. It can stall out almost any of the OTK decks just on the spot. Um, so yeah, really crazy there. Chaos Degrade, obviously very good. Dodges almost every form of protection except for anti-option. Win rate can make some absolutely nutty plays in this deck. Um, I think once or twice we watched him win rate to go to Gatomon, um, and then into a level 5, and then to finish it off with the Ophanimon. So lets you climb super fast, whereas Gatomon can be a little clunky. Um, but it lets you keep that turn priority there. Um, just by reducing that, even that cost just by 1 is crazy good. Tamers, Mako works really well with the Ophanimon effect, or just reducing Gatomon or Black Gatomon. Being an all turns effect to gain memory is really good. Analog Youth, if you ever need a calling or your Ophanimons die, really good. Plus just card selection in general. 1 TK to look at our security, 2 Karis to work with the memory manipulation there. Yeah, this deck looked absolutely crazy tonight. Um, like I said, sadly we won't have a finals match upload, but check out the VODs on our Twitch, True Champs Games, if you want to see some gameplay of this, because it was a treasure to watch. Moving right along, we have this kind of black-red Gallantmon, Gilmon, or not Jessmon, Black-War Greymon hybrid. Our bottom end is all Gilmons. We weren't playing any Gigimon though, which was interesting to me. Focusing more on the DP. Um, with Gilmon X to bump our DP deletion effects up, Gilmon to warp potentially, and then just Gilmon Searcher. Then moving into level 4s is where things kind of go off the rails. We have the 6 Growlmons, the 2 hybrids, but then 2 Deltamon. And then our levels 3 or 5s are just Metal Greymon as well as Megadramon to get more value off that Deltamon. And delete some Tamers, delete some Digimon, get some Unsuspended, probably better for the Reaper matchup, as this is probably just one of the best cards against it. Then a couple War Greymon, get that Security Attack Plus, can be really good underneath this Black War Greymon. So really good choices there. Level 6s, just 3 Black War Grey, 3 Megadramon. This will not interact well with your Metal Greymon, but it's not really the point of it. But just something to note. Can be a mill win condition against security control or something of the like. Gallant Crimson mode, just the best top end, especially when it has Blitz off of Takato. Couple Crimson Blades, couple 4 red memory boost, up your consistency as much as you can. Then Tamers, we have the Takatos to give all these, Groundmon pieces Blitz. Tai to set our memory hero as a little DP booster, and then a couple Yolis. We're not really triggering it, except for with, I guess we actually trigger a decent amount. And yeah, okay, I'm starting to see the value of this card. When I was building the deck to show y'all, I was a little curious about it, but now that I look at the deck, it actually isn't a bad card. A little free extra memory is one of the start of main phase Tamers, tied to a color Digimon, and then this deletion effect can actually get bumped quite a bit. Now that I think about it, a Megadramon, or Megidramon Digivolving and Blitzing, you can pop that 10k Blitz, and then if it has the right stack, you can pop 3, 4, 5,000 DP guy, so also not bad. The Metal Greymon gets to pop a 5,000 or less, so there's actually some really interesting synergy going on with this deck, guys. So definitely something to be on the lookout for. Those mixed color or mixed strategy synergies there. And then to round it out, the deck you've all been waiting for, Jessmon. Couple interesting choices here. Promo Gilmon with Digimon. We saw this do some work. A lot of times, the old school rule when Jessmon was in power was just play the Huckmon unless you have the line. So freeze that up, get you a draw 2. This one can Digivolve. Um, you know, we'll just come back to the Sistermons. Level 4s are a little scarce, but so it doesn't look like we're climbing a whole lot. But when you do climb, it kind of, this deck actually kind of reminds me of the JP version of Jessmon right now. It looks kind of wild, but when you see it play, it works. 4 Bow, 2 Fuga, 1 Agunimon. Level 5s, a couple Voltramon, Savior, and then 2 Efficiency Digimon, and Skull Marimon, just Digivolving for 2 here. And then a couple Chimeramon, can put the Savior underneath, can put the Voltramon underneath. Any of these effects that you really want to go off, you can just get. 4 Jessmon, a Blitz Omni, only playing 1 to match our 4, not bad at all. A couple one-of options and Delicate Plan Judgment offensive plugin. A couple Fireballs to help us draw, Memory Boost, the 1 Alice to go with the 1 Savior. Seems kind of free if you get it to work. And then some Memory Setters and Ties and Heroes. Sistermons, 3 Blancs to Awaken, good recovery, good blocker, and then CL just to gain some memory. So a lot of really wild decks to go over this week, guys. It was a really cool event. Just to watch all these cool decks play, like I said, we got to watch a couple of these Shine decks play. That was really cool to see. The Tax deck was really awesome to watch. We didn't really get to watch the Red Black Gallant too much. The Jessmon we watched steal a couple games. So a lot of crazy stuff going on, guys. But that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next time.